Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an exciting episode of Season 2 of the Phelio Effect. I'm your illustrious host, the Drip King Don Zilios. And to be sure you hit that subscribe button and like what you're about to see and about to hear. But it's not about me right about now. It's about some of my illustrious guests that's going to make their arrival very soon. And one of my illustrious guests is one of the follow-ups, one of the selective few and CBW here to present himself, making his Phelio Effect debut, Mr. Devon the Don. Devon
It's Devon the Icon. That's my name.
the Icon. My bad.
You all good, all
Welcome,
good.
welcome to the exciting adventure of the Phelio Effect. Welcome to the episode and making your illustrious debut here.
Glad to be here, man.
And we got another guest coming through. Let's see who this is. Here we go. My little entourage. He is the host of C2K Talk Show. He is the Backyard Wrestling 2.0 founder, multi entrepreneur, and everything else that you can think of. The one, the only C2K Courage to Kill. C2K, welcome to the Phelio Effect once again.
Oh, thank you very much, man. It's an honor to be back, man. I haven't been here for a very long time, but it feels good to be back home.
Anyways, as you can tell by the makeover, How did you think?
I love it. I love it. Very beautiful, man. I love it. And green is my favorite color. I like it.
And those who celebrate Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to those and all promotions and those that have active mothers alike. They're everything. They're the queens of mothership around here. So I tip my hat to that. So happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to
Happy
all the
Mother's
mothers.
Day.
Now then, Mr. Devon, the Icon, explain your career highlights, how you inspire yourself to join Backyard Wrestling.
Well, let's just say I was a fan first, man. You know, that's where it all started. You got to be a fan first to just enjoy wrestling. And I started at 21. That's where I started with Tidewater Wrestling Alliance, which I'm currently in right now. And ever since then, I've just been making history over there. And now I'm just looking to share my talents to many other promotions, man, you know?
Without further ado, if I may interject, we got another guest coming in the wings. Let's see what this is. It is the return of the perfect storm, Mr. William Storm.
Haha, Willie Storm.
Good
My
day.
man, what's going
Good
on?
day. Devon, my brother.
Nothing much.
One second here.
I want to say something. If you guys wondering why C2K is drinking, why C2K is drinking? That's a good question. C2K is celebrating. C2K is in celebration mode. Why we are celebrating CBW, Carolina Backyard Wrestling, going to have the first show next month, January 7th. And not only because it's CBW. No.
So let's
Because
have another guest in the wings. Excuse me, Mr. C2K. Here's our next guest, another Dan, Mr. Nick Mercer.
all right.
The Renegade in the building. What's happening, baby?
Y'all, how y'all doing?
So like I was
Irish
saying,
Renegades, I believe. Mr. Nick Mercer, welcome to making your presence felt here on the debut appearance here on the Phelio Effect.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
But go ahead, Mr. CJK. Finish what you were saying.
Like I was saying, not only because it's CBW, not only because they're gonna have the first show on January 7th. No, 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 no. It's because they're gonna be the first backyard wrestling company that is gonna open doors on January 7th for Backyard Wrestling 2.0. They're gonna be that key to open that door for any backyard wrestling companies that are gonna be part of Backyard Wrestling 2.0. We're gonna show backyard wrestling, and we're going to show the whole world how backyard wrestling does. We ain't no. We are not no more that backyard wrestling 1.0. That's old fashioned. This is the new generation, and that's why I'm drinking, and I'm gonna be drinking all the way into January 7th because that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a very historical moment. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah.
To CBW, Carolina Backyard Wrestling, on and on. The beginning of a new future, beginning of a new dawn, and a new rise, and the foreseeable future.
Yes, sir.
So, cheers.
Here's TBW. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, and not only that, HIPW, High Impact Pro Wrestling, has been, critical battle with HIPW 2.0.
Ah! I hate to break the news to you. Looks like we got a little bit of promotion invasion on the wings. May I present to you one of the longest reigning defending WCE All Out
Oh,
Champion
my
of
brother.
all time,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Craving Rage Michaels. Mr.
Yes,
Craving
sir.
Rage Michaels, welcome to the Deals Effect.
How's it going? How's it going?
What do
Very
we have?
good.
What do we owe to your appearance here?
Just coming in and saying hello to all the everybody here. I don't know.
Well, these are the current stars of CBW you see before your very screen. You have Devon, the icon. You got Nick Mercer. You got the perfect Storm, Mr. William Storm. And you already know Mr. C2K, Courage to Kill.
I heard a lot about CBW.
Hmm. Any encouraging remarks you want to explain to them and when it comes to the CBW stars itself?
I want to say to y'all guys, I haven't seen none of y'all stuff yet, but I will be tuning in to a lot of y'all stuff. I know y'all new promotion, and I want to just say y'all doing a good job so far.
And speaking of doing a good job, Mr. Craven Rage Michaels, you can give them a round of applause for launching their newfound success because on June 7th,
Sir.
Bash at the Backyard
Yeah, she's back.
is on the horizon for the CBW stars, putting
Okay.
their mind, body, and soul on the line just to entertain those CBW fans that are looking out right then and there to ensure they give them the best performance of their life, and including the fact that there will be a one-night tournament to determine who will be the CBW World Heavyweight Champion.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
I'm looking forward to seeing that, to seeing the outcome of the results of of that.
And I know there could be betting odds. If you were to pick a a very fair, hungered CBW star, which of those superstars would be?
Well, picking a star. Let me see. We got Devon, the icon, Nick, and William Storm. Out of those three, I would put my money on the underdog, William Stone.
In case you haven't figured out,
I
Mr.
was
Craven
about
Ridge
to say the same
Michaels,
thing. You read my mind.
in case you missed the previous episode of the Phelio Effect, we had the commissioner of CBW, Mr. FD3, that presented the championship belt in his presentation. Also, there's a little bit of a heated exchange between the two, between William Storm,
Ooh.
Mr. Jordan West, I believe, if I remember correctly, or Jordan Chris, I should say,
Yeah, Jordan Chris.
It's all right. It's forgettable anyway.
and there was a heated exchange between themselves and Mr. Kyle Holmes.
Wow.
That's pretty good. So to the CBW stars, which one of y'all guys sits at the head of the table of CBW?
Right now, there is no such thing as a head of table. It's the only thing is that makes it a little bit more gifting for these CBW stars. Who hungers for more, and who's going to rise to the top of that mountain and see who's going to take it.
That's, that's awesome. And where is CBW located?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. You know, because
That's see,
I see a lot of hungry guys there. Out of the Icon.
I can see the likes of Mr. Nick Mercer and Mr. William Storm spawn their brand new CBW championships if they can rise it to the front of the cameras here for brief moments. Shine them golds, people. Shine them golds.
These are from our Virginia-based promotions that we wrestle for as well.
No matter what, cheers to that and shine them golds. There you go. There you go.
And shout out USC, the 7 Cities champion here on this program, and also one half of the Freestyle Champions in PWA as well. Right there alongside my boy William Storm right there. We gonna come out to CBW. We gonna do what we always do best, and that's show out.
I want to
Amen,
say.
my brother.
I want to say this. I could see who really is going to be the face of CBW. I know who it is. I know who's going to. Because just by looking at it right now, I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart. And the person, and I love all of you guys. I like you. You guys are gonna do a great job on January 7th. Bash at the backyard, and I know that you guys are gonna bring everything that you guys got. You guys put everything in the table. You're gonna show the whole world who is the best. But for my almost 33 years in this game, I can feel it just from here. I can feel it all the way in here in Duncan, New York, and I know who's going to be the face of the company, and it's Mr. William Storm. That's the person that I can see. It's gonna be the face of the company. It's gonna be the one gonna put the company right on his back and carry it. I know it, and I can see it. But like I said, you guys all are my favorite. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is my favorite. No, 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 no. All of you guys are my favorite, and I know that each and any one of you guys gonna bring it and gonna bring it hard.
And I agree with C2K on that. Just because with me being in this business, representing WCE, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm based off here in Wisconsin, just to let y'all fellas know, you know, as Adonis Fields did state, you're looking at the guy that actually is the face of WCE.
Yeah.
And I run this.
Now, speaking of which, we're going to get to brief comments here, and we're going to show them off. And it's coming from RCW Managements. saying that evening CBW, Happy Mother's Day, and our CW management here. I think they're taking a look at the some quite interesting competition here. So, and it could be friendly competition at all. Who knows? Who knows?
Exactly.
But let's get to the cream of the crop, so to speak. Let's start with Devon, the Icon, and Nick Mercer. What are your chances of advancing in that one night tournament to make it one step closer to that CW Heavyweight Championship gold? What is your definite impact of answers?
Hmm. Well, for one, I didn't even know I was going to be a part of the tournament, to be honest, because from what I understand, I'm part of the tag division.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I got a partner who currently ain't, on here right now. But me and him are a tag team called the War Money Mafia. We've been established for about 4 years now.
Yes, I heard about you guys. Yes.
Yeah. So we the new tag team stepping into CBW right now. And we plan on
Now,
taking the tag division by storm. Now, when it comes down to the tournament, if I happen to be in there, of course I'm gonna sit here and be humble and be respectful to everybody that comes my way. But I'm also there to prove a point. And the point is that Devon is there to represent, to show up and show out, and stand on top of Carolina Backyard Wrestling.
now, can you consider your factionary tag team? It could be one of the most dangerous and most well-deserved, noticeable tag team in the CBW locker room here today.
Oh, absolutely, without question. We bringing a whole lot to CBW. Like
But
we bringing
but
it all. Like y'all
but
gonna
the thing
see exactly
is,
what War Money Mafia is all about.
Mr. Devon, the Icon, you gotta wonder if they didn't know this and reverse it back to a retaliation coming from your far front. Anything you got to say about that part?
Retaliation. Nah, man. No retaliation.
Hey, you never know. You never know. Best 2 out of 3 may not be bad, but you never ever know.
You're right. We never know, but we gonna see when we step into CBW on June 7th. We gonna see who that tag team gonna be to step up to one of the best damn tag teams in the 757. And we about to go to
But
Carolina and be one of the
but
best tag teams in North Carolina.
the thing is, Mister Devon, the Icon, one day, one of these days, let it be known, let it be heard. You might humble yourself because you might have a target behind your backs.
Maybe. I ain't never been scared of no competition.
There you go.
True that. Now
Yeah.
on to Nick Mercer, Mr. Nick Mercer. Care to comment about your entry into the one night tournament for that CBW Heavyweight Championship?
Of course, well, first of all, I want to say thank y'all to everybody on here, and also for the invite to CBW. Most people don't get this opportunity, and I'm one to jump right in front of it. Second of all, if I am in this tournament, Devon is a humble man, and I appreciate that. Nah, that's not me. I'm not a humble man at all in the slightest. Y'all see gold on this shoulder for a reason. I want it all. I want to leave with the gear bag being a little bit more heavy, like it's a video game called Payday. I'm trying to run out of here with a full bag. Now, what I understand from what I've been told is that I am also going to be in between both singles and tag divisions. Now, of course, you see my header, it does say one half of the Irish Renegades. From what my knowledge is, my tag team partner, Chris Holmes, the Irish crazy bastard that he is, will also be joining me in the tag division here in CGW. Now I don't know who I'm facing. I don't know the schedule and all that. I'm not gonna sit here and play the old, oh, I know everything's going on. No, I don't. But when I do come up there, or down there, I should say, when I do come down there, I plan to take over. I don't plan to take part. I want to be the best in the 757, the best in the 304, the best in the 403, the best in the 218, 8105, 67, whatever. It don't matter. I want to be the best. And that's what I'm here to say.
All right, Mr. Mercer, you had to say what where credit is due on your part. Now on to Mr. Perfect Storm, William Storm. Care to comment about your ideal plans for this one night tournament for the CUW Welterweight Championship?
First out, shout out my boys Devon and Nick. You know, they're with me here in TWA here in Virginia. I love them to death. They're my brothers, but this is CBW. This is a different story. This is a different page in the book of the career of the Perfect Storm himself. So when it comes to this tournament, June 7th, for that inaugural CBW World Championship, the Perfect Storm is going to go on and win the whole thing. Because like Nick said, got to make the bag a little bit heavier. Now, albeit the other day I said my goal is not mainly about championships. It's more about entertaining the fans. But holding that inaugural CBW World Championship is going to be quite nice when it's sitting on my other shoulder.
Can we look at
on?
Could be the Perfect Storm or the Storm 2 belts, per se.
It's still going to be the Perfect Storm either way.
Oh, like that answer.
Now for Mr. Craig Range Michaels plan or C2K. What do you think of the intrigue of talent that you see before you? They're biting, scratching, clawing their way into that one night tournament.
You know, I'm looking right at them. I see my younger self. It's just like that's why I'm smiling over here. I see my younger self. It's like damn, I'm feeling young all over again. I'm 41 years old. Been doing this for almost 33 years, and I see my younger self once again. It's like a mirror. Then I look at of myself. You know the hunger that they have. And this is what we need in backyard wrestling. We need that passion. We need that the hunger. Because I know that when you bring the hunger, when you bring the passion, you bring the fun behind it. And that's what backyard wrestling need. And this is why backyard wrestling 2.0 CBW by being the key that's going to open doors to all those companies. It's going to be a very historical moment, and I can't wait. I'm over here. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm counting the days. I'm counting the weeks, the hours for June 7. I got June 7 already marking my calendar, and I can just wait until that day. I'm going to be sitting on my couch with my popcorn, my soda, and I'm going to be like, hell yeah, CBW. CBW. I'm gonna be the one, that fan that's gonna be. Even though I'm gonna do it in my living room, but I'm gonna have that sign saying CBW. I'm gonna be that crazy fan on my couch, and every time they do a move, every time I see somebody high flying, doing something crazy, I'm gonna jump, and you're gonna see all the popcorns falling all over the floor of my living room. I don't care. I will clean it later, but I can't wait for that, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait for that day, June 7th, back at the backyard of PBW.
I don't know about you, Mr. C2K, but I'm as a glimpse of things that they're be turning into a turning point within this tournament, or even beforehand. I can tell that one of them here, one of the CBW superstars, might not make it to June 7th at Bash at the Backyard. Unless there's some idea plans behind the scenes of someone playing let's just say, an unprovoked attack, per se. But don't get me wrong. Who knows? Just remember what I said before. One of them might have a target on their back to ensure that one of them
well, hey, let's
might not
keep
make
it baby. Let's keep it cuff baby, okay? Let's keep it behind that curtain.
You never know.
Listen, always let the guests, always let the audience guessing. That's the first thing you need to do. Let them guessing. You know what I mean? Because the more they guess, the more they get anxious, the more they want to see it, the more they want to watch it. Into that day, January 7th, is when everything they're gonna see the lights, they're gonna see the superstars, coming out of the entrance to that ring and making magic in that ring. That's what it's all about.
Now, for Cravenridge Michaels, care to comment on the arrangements that are being made for June 7th and for Bash at the Backyard?
Well, I want to see the turnout. I want to see because I already tell. I can see. I'm looking at these three guys, these three superstars, and I can tell they all got the passion. They all got the
Yeah,
heart. They got that fire. They are ready. They ready
yeah,
to come out and just show out. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I can see, you know, these guys, and they can bloom and grow to something, and I could see them taking CBW to the highest peak of the background scene. You know, I could see it. I could see the vision already just because I know when I did mine, I took WCE and I made a lot of people stars. But
Yes, sir.
for CBW on June 7th, my words of advice to all three of y'all young men, bring y'all A game. That's all I gotta say. Bring y'all A game. Because I guarantee you, when you get to that mountaintop, it's easy to climb that mountaintop. It's trust me, it's easy to be at the top. But when you be at the top,
It gets lonely.
everybody, like Donna said, you have a target on your back. Y'all got gold right now. But when you be at the top and when you be the face, everybody want to bring you down. Don't trust no one.
But at the end of the day, though, always make sure you send that very, very powerful message. Even when you know you're only at the top, make sure you send that message that you will prevail and the others will not.
And I want to say something too. I always learned that, always wrestle like it was your last match. Every time you get in that ring, think that it's your last match. Wrestle like it was your last match. Because every time you wrestle like it was your last match, trust and believe you're gonna show out. You're gonna give it all. You're gonna leave it everything in the ring, and that is all about leaving everything in the ring. There will be naysayers. Trust and believe they're gonna be naysayers. Don't care. Don't listen to what the naysayers say. Show them what you can do. Show them what you're capable of. Show them what you can do. That's it all about. It's all about when every time you get in that ring, show the whole world who you are, what you're made of. That's why I said
Make it
every time
make
you
it
get in
your
that ring,
story.
it
In
could
other
it could be
words,
it could be in any kind of match. I don't care. Hardcore match. I don't care. Always treat it like it was your last match.
and make that match like a story. Make it like a championship story, a tag team championship story, a hardcore championship story, a light
Yes, sir.
heavyweight championship story. Any type of story you can think of, it is your story. It is a
Yeah.
CBW story. But, however, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to pay some bills, and we'll be right back. We'll have more of the CBW stars. Hopefully, there'll be more CBW stars on the way,
All right.
and we'll be right back. back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Phelio Effect, Season 2, Episode 4, with our current CBW stars and special guest appearance by C2K and WC's longest reigning former all-out champion of all time, Mr. Craven Range Michaels. Now, to press on, in a more entertainment point of view, as many of you may notice in other news, we are sad to say that a legend in the ECW family has passed away at the age of 60. Many have known him as the suicidal, genocidal, homicidal, all-out, hardcore wrestler in his pastimes, past and present and future. He'll be memorized forever as one of the most greatest of all time. And he is synonymous inside and outside the ring, and many awards to choose from. And that will be none other than the legendary Sabu. As we grant ourselves a moment of silence here, as we pay tribute to the late great Sabu. Thank you. Goodbye, Sabu. You'll be remembered, as always, from this date point forward, and we'll pay tribute on and on to your legacy. Now, to move on to other impressive things, as you may saw on last night's PLE, known as Backlash of 2025, and you all saw the results of who you got as far as who's won and who lost. Let's see who will start first as far as who was the betting odds of winning that match from last night's PLE. Let's start with Mr. C2K.
Wow, I mean, I haven't saw that match, but I already knew who was gonna win. I mean, trust and believe. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know who was gonna win.
Mr. Craig Range Michaels.
Which match you talking about? You talking about Zayna versus Orton, or you talking about Gunther? Which match you talking about here?
Give it to us straight. Which one did appeal to you? Who you got? Won or lost?
Zayna.
And I was talking about Gunter and Pat.
Okay, Nick Mercer. Who you got from last night's PLE from Backlash?
What I got for last night's PLE, who I got, I knew I had seen it from the jump. That's the unseen 17 right there. You can't stop a guy like that.
Touche. Devon, the Icon. Who you got from last night's PLE of Backlash?
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely had Unseen 17 on that one, man. Definitely had Cena for sure.
0 for 2 for that one, but I can feel you. And last but not certainly least, the perfect storm, William Storm. Last night's PLE, Backlash, who you got?
I'm actually going to take it to the start of the show, the Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship. It made everybody look strong, made everybody look good. A lot of entertaining spots. Obviously, shout out the surprise debut of Jeff Cobb.
That's right.
But that match for me stole the show.
That's right. Also, for those who forgot, based on the advanced taping that took place this past week right before Raw, congratulations to a brand new WWE Speed Champion, El Grande Americano. Congratulations, even though don't know who the person really is behind the mask, but congratulations to El Grande Americano.
Ain't nobody behind the mask. It's El Grande Americano. Gracias.
Shout out El
Funny you
Grande
believe that.
You know,
Cappuccino.
yeah. It remains a mystery. It remains a mystery, but still,
Shout
no
out
pun
El
intended.
Gracias.
Grande Cappuccino from Starbucks, baby. Yeah, let's go. Straight from Colombia, El Grande Cappuccino, baby.
There you go. A grande cappuccino. Hold on.
I don't know if you're gonna make a drink out of that or what. I don't know. So,
I think that's what he's about to do
Look,
for real.
look,
A whole
I'm
40
gonna say it
lattes.
like this.
I don't know.
If WWE starts selling coffee beans that got a El Grande Americano flavor
Hey, you know
on it,
what?
you know who to
I'm with
call.
you, my
You know
buddy.
who to call.
I'm
Boy,
with
about
you,
to
my
get a
buddy.
whole coffee mug at this point.
Let's
If
go.
it
Let's
if
Yeah,
go.
it's
that's
coffee,
wild.
let's say El Grande Americano on it, I need a check.
They're gonna have wings and everything on the coffee. Gonna be
Cheers.
crazy.
Cheers.
hmm. But all over
Lord.
that, um, next up is the destination that is the May 24th edition of Saturday Night's main event. There's going to be some surprises involved in that, which includes Jey Uso defending his newly crowned World Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul. Who you got for that?
Woo. Man, I gotta give it to Jey Uso, man. Yeet. Gotta give it to Jey Uso, man. Trust and believe, man. That's the man.
There should be other matches that are going to be in the card within a 2 week radius. So hopefully we'll tune in for Raw and on SmackDown this upcoming week to see what describes what's to come for Saturday Night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're less than a month away prior to your guys' event taking place at CBW, and that is the return of the Money in the Bank PLE.
Yes,
Mm.
sir.
Damn.
Hmm. Yeah.
One of my favorite
Jesus.
events out the whole year.
Hell yeah.
As much as I
Yeah, I just
dislike
wish it
him,
was at WrestleMania though. To be honest.
shout out Chris Jericho for the idea.
Yeah.
Gotta give credit where credit's due, man.
Got to.
As we can see here, not too long ago, it's been over 6 minutes or so that many talent from many promotions had paid tribute to legendary Sabu on his passing. So we got to give them kudos for taking their moment out of their hectic schedule, especially Mother's Day, for passing that treat and a few tributes to legendary Sabu himself. So we should give him a round of applause for that, shall we? We should give him a round of applause.
Yes, sir.
I have a question to ask the CBW guys.
Go ahead, Mr. Michaels.
I'll start with Nick Mercer. Who is your favorite star in this business right now?
Across the board, like everywhere.
In this business, who's your favorite star?
My favorite star right now. My favorite star right now is Samoa Joe. I think I have to say my second favorite is Brody King. Though I have a flair for just the not rowdy big men. They just throw their bodies at whatever, just hit hard, but still keep everything looking smooth and beautiful. It's like there's an art form for it. I just can't remember what it's called, but it's something about it.
Okay. Diva, who is it?
Well, off the top of my head, my number one favorite, the one and only, the phenomenal AJ Styles. That's definitely my number one favorite one. Been following him since TNA, and I know he's done a lot of great things in his career. And sooner or later, he's probably gonna pack it up. And that's cool. But he's done a lot of great things. Grand Slam champion in TNA and the WWE. So his style alone is like what I like the most. Is how he went from just high flying to just technical. Like I love it. Now, second favorite is definitely Keith Lee, who's basically my biggest inspiration right now. Because for a big man, he's very athletic. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how I want to base my style based off of him. You know.
Okay, okay. Now, Mr. Storm,
Mm-hmm.
the perfect storm.
Yes, sir. So my two current favorites are two people I actually patterned my style off of, and Devon and Nick can attest to this. First, right now is Seth Rollins.
Mhm.
Seth Rollins is a workhorse. He's talented. He's got charisma. He's great on the mic. And second is none other than my boy Adam Cole, baby.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Okay.
Just
Moving on to now, we're going to move on to some slight birthdays. Happy birthday to a former two-time Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champion, Mr. Robert Roode. Also, we'd like to send a birthday shout out to celebrity of SNL. Happy 47th birthday to the legendary Keenan Thompson.
Damn, he's 47.
Hey.
God damn.
Hey.
Wow.
God damn. Oh man, I feel old because I remember watching Keenan and Kel when I was young. Oh
Facts.
Lord.
I
Facts.
dude, I really feel old.
shout out all that Food and Hell, Good Burger, all the big names. Shout out SNL for also definitely shout out to Kenan Thompson for being one of the longest cast members on SNL to continue to run on that
Facts.
show in the 50 years of its
Absolutely.
production.
Facts.
That's
Also,
incredible.
big birthday shout out to former classmate of the CW known as Arrow, Mr. Stephen ML, who turns 44 today.
Yes, sir.
Man, screw Arrow. I need a third season of Heels.
Absolutely. I'm still pissed about that.
Man, what?
I'm still pissed about that.
Left on a cliffhanger. You bastards.
It was a good show, man.
Also, happy heavenly birthday to the Bad Boy Records recording artist and rapper known as Craig Mack. He would have been 54 today.
Hey,
Wow.
man. Yes, sir.
Amen.
It's the peace, dog.
He's like, shout out Craig Mack. I got a little scared. He started shouting out Big Bad Boy. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on now. Didn't know he was that type of show.
Yeah.
As of the date from yesterday, we like to send a remembrance of the legendary, let's just say, all-around pop, R&B, almost like yesteryear type of guy, Mr. Little Richard himself.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long while.
Yeah.
Also, we have to say happy birthday to legendary Mr. Kung Fu Fighting Man himself, Mr. Carl Douglas. He turns 83.
Wow.
Damn.
Yes.
Time to pass
Not
so
really
quick,
cool.
bro.
Hold on. Gotta get right. Gotta get right now. I'm trying to get the Kung Fu pose on.
And last but not certainly least, we like to send our happy birthday to the former NXT general manager, an entrepreneur from Blackpool, England himself, Mr. William Regal.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
One of the best technical wrestlers in the game, man.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
True. So CBW, do y'all have any questions for like C2K or Craven Michaels himself?
What's it like up there in Wyoming? What's the style that y'all run? Like, how do y'all run business up there? 'Cause you never know. Hey, look, us TWA guys, we love a good takeover now. So you want to know what it's like? What's the scene looking like up there?
I know Mr. Craven Rage Michael's not here to just gloat about anything. I'm sure he's here to promote
Yeah, I
his
couldn't
upcoming.
get the question.
He's here to promote his next upcoming show here at WCE. Care to share the details of what's coming up in the upcoming months or so, Mr. Craven Rage Michaels?
Well, we've got a show coming up May 23rd, 24th You know, even though that's around about the whole Memorial Day, so we're gonna be celebrating mostly something for the veterans. You know, there's gonna be some matches that's gonna be take place. They're in the works right now. Management is working on who's gonna be facing who. You know, and you're gonna have stars like Adonis Philios taking part of it. You know, and you will see new faces. You might see a returning face. You know, to WC, but you gonna have James Marshall, the measuring stick. You know, you gonna have Mr. Brightside,
That's right.
and also you gonna have the champ, Taz J, the WCE All Out champion, defending his title as well. Don't know who his opponent just yet. You know, and we're gonna have some other surprise opponents making a very first debut to WCE.
Hmm.
Mm,
Wow.
You
interesting.
know,
Hmm.
so tune in to WC. You can find us on WC Heat. You can find us on Facebook, but you can also find us on YouTube. And you also going to see the one, the true Craven Rage Michaels, of course, do what he do,
That's true.
which is 4 letters, 1 word, rage.
Hmm.
Well, I got WNCW Western New York Championship Wrestling in Duncan, New York next month. P2K is returning to wrestle to backyard wrestling. And I'm defending my YouTube champion, my BAW YouTube champion against Rick Taker, and it's going to be in a hardcore match. So gotta be ready for that. Um, I'm gonna be in RCW. FPW, hopefully WCE, of course. Hopefully, I'm gonna get there. Um, I'm gonna keep doing it into October when I definitely retire. Yes, C2K is retiring this year. C2K is hanging his gloves and everything. But I'm gonna go with a bang. I'm gonna go with a bang. And I'm going to wrestle in every wrestling company I can wrestle, every wrestling company that my body allows me to go.
Mhm.
And what my God up there gives me an opportunity, gives me the chance to go whatever I have to go. That's where I'm going to go, and I'm going to go in there, wrestle like it was my very last match, which is will be in October 2025.
Hopefully, we'll see C2K in its final last miles as C2K Courage to Kill comes to a farewell tour, which is in October, which will be his final match. Even though we have yet to confirm what his final match is going to turn out to be, and his opponent was going to turn out to be, is yet to be determined. So we'll know more as it develops from that point of view, and when the time comes. But in the meantime, also we want to give a happy anniversary. Happy anniversary as of yesterday, on that day of 1980. Happy 45th anniversary to the terror that started it all. And that is none other than the legendary Friday the 13th. On the night no one in the camp did not come home. Happy 45th anniversary to Friday the 13th, where it all started.
One of my favorites.
Shout out from Lavoisier.
Oh.
Now then, we're going to take another short commercial message. And when we come back, we're going to have closing thoughts and final moments and prepare to hype everything up that's most likely going to be prepared for the CBW stars and what's to come. And we'll be right back. we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here for the conclusion of Season 2, Episode 4 edition of the Phelio Effect. Now, before we sign off for today, let's give these four, or should I say these three CBW stars, the last words and thoughts and comments they need to make to hype up their show coming up June 7th and that one-night tournament to determine who will become that brand new inaugural CBW World Heavyweight Champion. So I'll let Mr. Nick Mercer take it away.
Well, everybody knows who it is. One thing to tell everybody, first of all, it's the Renegade Nick Mercer, one half of the Irish Renegades. And I'm letting everybody know that on June 7th, come out and hang out. Come see the best fights you've ever seen in your life. Come see the UFC 7 City Champion. Come see the TWA 3-star champion. Come see all your favorite wrestlers come out and show us the love so we can show y'all the love back while we perform our hearts out. And in this tournament, we gonna show everybody what it means to be the CBW heavyweight champion. And if I'm in the tournament myself, I plan to walk out with 2 belts. You feel me? I want one hanging on this side. I'm gonna find another one. I'm gonna get it to hang on this side too. That's because I'm confident in what I do. I want to say thank y'all for bringing me up on this program, and I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of y'all night.
Okay, Devon, the icon, if you're
Well,
there.
first of all, this is the one and only big match Devon the icon. You feel what I'm saying? Also forgot to mention that everybody was showing off gold. I forgot to show off mine. I'm also one half of the future Atlanta Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions with the War Money Mafia with me and my partner Rich Boy. Now check this out. When it comes down to the tag team division, one thing we know how to do is show up and show out, and it's also going to be BTA season for everybody. BTA means belt to ass to any tag team that want to step up to War Money Mafia. So one thing you better realize right here and now is that if anybody want to smoke with us, they better see here and bring their A game. Run up and get done up.
Ooh.
Welcome to the Green Light Tour. We'll see you
Yes,
June 7th
sir.
at CBW.
Shots fired on that one. Shots fired on that one from Devon, the icon. That is the first shot. Who knows who's going to retaliate from that shot? But anyways, moving on. Last but not certainly least, the perfect storm. Mr. William Storm, take it away.
Before I get into June 7th, real quick, here in Tidewater Wrestling Alliance, May 18th, we have a event called Vengeance. Myself, Nick Mercer, Devon the Icon, and some of the others in TWA will be in action, but that's not beside the point. June 7th, Bash at the Backyard. There will be Hell Rained on CBW. There will be Hell Rained on that roster. And when it's all said and done and the clouds disappear into the distance, there's one thing that's going to remain the same, and your new first ever CBW World Heavyweight Champion. I ain't even got to say it. You can just look at the nameplate right there.
Ooh.
Oh, trust me, it ain't a hurricane, it ain't a tsunami, it ain't even close to being an earthquake. It's the
Storm.
perfect storm.
Yes, sir.
We are here to show out. We are here to entertain the fans, whether it's in person or online. Ego aside, we are here to put on a great show for the fans of professional wrestling as a whole, whether you like it backyard, whether you like indies, whether you like, the big companies, AEW, WWE, whatever the case may be. We're here to entertain you. We're here to put on great matches for you because it's without the fans, we're nothing.
That's
The
right.
fans make us.
That's
I have
right.
learned that in 4 short years, and I've had the likes of Nick and Devon to help teach me these things in 4 years. They are my brothers for a reason. So we are here to put on for the fans. We're here to give back whatever you are dealing with, mental health wise, outside wise, relationship wise. Come out, watch a great show, get away from your issues, and watch great people put on great matches for you, so you can leave in a better mood than you came in. That is what we're here to do.
Okay, Mr. Crazy Rich Michaels, care to comment on their up-and-coming event that's coming up on June 7th?
Well, With y'all upcoming event, I want y'all guys to go out there, rock it, kick ass, show out, and be safe. That's the number one rule of everything. Be
Mhm.
safe and keep it safe, and y'all guys will rock it no matter what. You was right, Storm. It is about the people. It's about entertaining each and everybody that watches you. It could be one, it could be 1,000, it could be 1,000,000 people, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you walking home safe, you walking out of there, you did the job, you entertained, you showed out, and you put on the best performance of your lifetime. So rock it.
And C2K, care to comment on your thoughts on June 7th? And who knows, you might make a surprise appearance in your own that. But however, we'll let you take it away.
I'm gonna say it again. Wrestle like it was your last match. Wrestle like it was your last match. The one that you put in your head every time when you in that entrance, when you are about to get out in the entrance, when you before your music is about to hit, I want you to put in your mind, I'm gonna wrestle like it was my last match. Because when you get out there, you see you got a lot of eyes looking at you. You got the fans looking at you. And let me tell you something. I with what Stern says, it's all about the fans. Because your only mission, your mission, I want to say that your mission is not to put fun in a ring. Your mission is not, oh, I'm gonna wrestle in this, I'm gonna wrestle in that guy. No, no, no. Your mission is to put a smile on their faces, is to put a smile on the fans' face. That is your mission. That is your goal. Because once you're in that ring and you see the fans, they entertain. When you see the fans, they smiling, screaming, cheering. I don't care because they could be booing. They could be, cheering your name. You did that goal. You did your job, and it was to put a smile on their faces. And I know that's what you guys going to do. You guys gonna put a smile on their faces. You guys gonna entertain the fans. Cause trust and believe, when they go in that first show, they will come back. And they will come back again. And then they're gonna be more people. They're gonna be more people because trust and believe. That's gonna be a very historical moment. Not only because it's CBW, not only because it's Back Harrison 2.0. No, 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 no. It's because the fans, when they sit on that seat, and they look at you, entertaining them. Once they go back home, they're gonna talk about you. They're gonna about you to the family, to the friends, to the co-workers. They're gonna show videos to the co-workers, their friends, and then friend of to another friend, to another friend, to another co-worker, to another family. Trust and believe the name of CBW will go a long way because you put that smile in their face.
I got this to say, especially to those CBW fans and the wrestlers in the back, and those that are right in front of us right now at this very point in time. Never, anybody that can tell you who try to neglect the whole fact that you're here to have fun, you're here to have the time for that fun to happen. Never let anybody whisper in your ear or even yell at you, kick, scream, whatever the case may be. Never let them tell you that you cannot win the big one. You cannot do it. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. Let them know they're here to stay, no matter what. No matter what pass that you had, a bad pass, big, small, doesn't matter. Let these naysayers know you're here to stay. You're here to have fun. You put the time and effort into it. You bite, scratch, claw. You put the sweat. You put the tears into it. Your heart, body, mind, soul, in that very ring, especially in that commentator's booth and backstage, in and out. You show these promotions and other promotions. You will not stop until the wheels fall off. And that's what you're going to prove on June 7th when you make your illustrious debut and show the fans what you're capable of, your talents, your high flying skills, your powerhouse skills, anything you can think of. You take it to the mats. You take it to the mats until it gets fully overloaded. And when you do, you're gonna rise above and beyond that. Wins or losses, you're gonna still have your head held high.
Yes.
That's all there is to it. That's all that's gonna be delivered. And they guarantee you, they're gonna say days, weeks, months, or even years from now. You're gonna tell them. They're gonna say about you. They say they did that. They did that for all the right reasons. They did this for the people out there. Only because every moment you make has a good moment to it where you put their bodies on the line for
Exactly.
them. And that's a message you should send that to that very stage. From the very stage all the way up to the ringside area, everything you can think of. From start to finish. You put in an entertaining moment where it needs to be and where it has to be. That way it become more than a distant memory. It will become the memory. So that's all the time we have for now. I give a major shout out for the CBW Commissioner FD3 for commending for this follow up of the CBW Stars for those who didn't make it from the previous show and the previous episode, of course, of the Phelio Effect. We have some of the stars that now have arrived here at CBW, and they're going to give it their all right there on that very stage, as noted,
Yes, sir.
June 7th, 2025. Mark down your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. June 7th, 2025, including that one night tournament to determine who will become the very first inaugural CBW World Heavyweight Champion. Who hungers for the very top? Who hungers for that last mile to reach that brass ring, which is one of the most prestigious prizes in the CBW
Yes, sir.
promotion today? You got to tune in and find out, people. You won't know until you tune in and find out. I'd like to thank
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Devon, the icon, for making his rare appearance. Also, I'd like to thank Mr. Nick Mercer for making his rare appearance here on the debut of the Series of Fett. Also, I'd like to thank the returning William Storm, the perfect Storm, for making his appearance felt here in the Series of Fett. Also, I'd like to thank special guest appearance, Mr. C2K, Courage to Kill, and we might have a little bit of time for one more guest. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hmm.
the Vice President of RCW, Mr. Damian Brookman.
Good evening, good evening. I'm in the office right now, busy. Taking care of stuff. Just checking how you guys all doing.
Mr. Damian Brookman, Vice President of RCW. I'd like to meet the talent and the superstars of CBW, Devon, the Icon, Mr. Nick Mercer, and the Perfect Storm, William Storm.
Nice, nice. But I wish Greg Wolf's right here because he would have some things to say, but he's busy right now.
I
The
mean,
champion.
my deepest apologies, Mr. Vice President of RCW, Mr. Damian Brookman. We're almost nearly running quick out of time. We got at least maybe close to 5 minutes at the very least. You care to comment for the CBW Stars and their up and coming show known as Bash at the Backyard, which is fast approaching on June 7th.
Hold on. Grads, y'all, grads. I would love to see you guys definitely think about checking out RCW and maybe become talent in time.
Even though we cannot confirm that, Mr. Vice President of RCW, Mr. Damian Brookman,
What about
we'll
the
know in
defense?
time. We'll know in time as it develops. Right about now, they're the starting point of where CBW is going to make its launching day, which is June 7th, which is Bash at the Backyard.
By
So
the way, hold on.
we will discuss that. We will discuss that in due time. But in the meantime, this is their moment and their time. do so. But go right ahead. Mr. Brittman?
Like I said, congratulations to all y'all for best shows, definitely. Keep doing your work, keep doing your job. Make sure you guys continue your career and keep pushing.
Congratulations. Mr. Damien Book. Where's Drake Wolf at?
Yeah, where's that silver puppy is? That little little puppy is.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Craven Ridge Michael, to answer your question, along with C2K, unfortunately, Mr. Drake Wolf is not available this evening.
Nice.
That's good.
The scare Scooby Doo puppy.
But however, he's scheduled to make his next rare appearance episode
I have him,
of the Dark Den coming up very soon.
I have him right next to me. He can get on the phone real quick so you guys can talk to him real quick.
I'll give Mr. Drake Wolf a time to speak his piece. He's got at least
Hold on,
maybe close to 3 minutes, or maybe
hold on.
not.
Yeah, just
Scooby
give him,
Doo, where are you?
just give him 3 minutes, Mr. Phelio.
Scare in three
If that's okay.
minutes.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's 3 minutes.
You gotta give him Scooby snacks.
But while we wait on that, real quick, I'm gonna follow with what you said earlier, Helios. It's about
Go ahead.
to let the naysayers know. Here in TWA, my theme song is very synonymous because it fits who I am, but it's also a message that I'll pass on to my brothers in this call right now. It is to the people that tell us we shouldn't. The people that tell us we can't. The people that tell us we're too old to do this. The people that tell us we are not going to make it anywhere. My theme song very clearly states if there's one thing you should learn about me, is don't ever fucking doubt me. Very synonymous with that because I look at them and I laugh and I tell them, look, I've been watching for over 20 years. I have been doing this, granted, not as long as Devon, because Devon's got me beat, but I'm hungry. I've gotten better and better each year that I've done this. And I'm only 30. I still got plenty of gas left in the tank.
That's right.
So I'm going to continue to get better. I'm going to continue to strive to win championships, to put on matches for the fans to enjoy. Shoot, I just had one with Nick Mercer in TWA not too long ago to determine who would win this belt. The Freestyle Strong Style Championship here in TWA. Granted, we both hold it because we're both co-champions, but that's beside the point. We went through 30 minutes of nonstop action. Arguably one of the best matches I've had in my career.
Wow.
And if you want to check out more of TWA, we do have a Facebook fan page, Tidewater Wrestling Alliance public fan page on Facebook. We do stream the events to the page. But for anybody that's going to doubt backyard wrestling or indie wrestling, you do not know what we put our bodies through.
True.
So until you step on any kind of a wrestling surface, whether it be the mats we wrestle on in TWA, the rings we wrestle in CBW, anywhere else, until you can take those bumps and put your body on a line, shut up.
Also, I got something to add to that too, Storm.
Take it
As
away, my
far as
brother.
people stepping into the ring and everything like that, it's like if you want to be fans, just be a fan, bro. If you know you can't cut it here, just be a fan. But
Just sit
don't
on sit
ever
on that
sit here
seat.
and down talk people that started in the backyard and are continuing in the backyard because we changing the game. That's what we doing. We changing the game every step of the way. And there's many people in this world today that still doubt backyard wrestlers, and some backyard wrestlers turn professional. Plenty of them.
Speaking of
Kenny
which,
Omega.
here's the RCW Hardcore Champion Drake Wolf. And Drake Wolf, you got 3 minutes, please.
Well. It seems like someone's like running their damn mouth.
Can I just spill your beans over here, please, if you don't mind? Because I got business to run here.
No problem. I gotta say one thing to you, C2K. Be ready. Be ready for skulls. Or let's rephrase, bones. Be ready for bones.
What? They start talking? Oh my God! You brought me to death. You brought me to death. I almost take a nap over here already. Cause that's what you are. You're boring. You are boring. Let me tell you something. What's gonna happen? This title right here is going nowhere. I don't care who it is. You see what, Poppy? You are nothing. You just a joke. You just nobody. Cause trust and believe, C2K comes to kill. The legend of backyard wrestling is gonna beat you like a dog that you are. I will see you in RCEW. Chump.
Well, seems like your 3 minutes is up, Mr. Drake Wolf. So I'll have to excuse you. So thanks for tuning in.
Drake Wolf. Don't cut him off yet. Drake Wolf,
You
how
know,
you
that's all the
been?
time.
Drake Wolf, how you been?
I think he's
All
snoozing
right
right
here.
about now.
I'm taking care of something. So if I were you, shut your mouth, Craven Rage. Or Michael Craven. I don't care what your name is, honestly.
He's still talking, man. See,
Even though you got
still
even though you
talking.
got
Drake
45
Wolf,
seconds to speak your words.
Drake Wolf, I'm gonna tell you like this. I told you before. I'll tell you again.
Come for it.
Come on, Nick. Cheers.
You have absolutely everything to lose. I don't have nothing to lose.
Accept my match for the hardcore title this year. Me and you.
I
Sorry,
will
Mr.
be
Drake
there.
Wolf. Sorry,
I will
Mr.
be
Drake
there
Wolf. That,
June 15th. And when I show up,
sorry, Mr.
4
Drake
letters,
Wolf. That's time. That's
one
all the time
word,
we have.
rage out.
Wait.
And I'm taking that
So
title.
Hold on.
thank you, Mr.
Before I
Drake
leave.
Wolf.
Hold on. Before I leave. I was taking care of something. I'm sorry. It's Mother's Day. I had to do with my mom. But Craven Rage, when I see you in that ring, after I'm done with the Savage one, you're my next victim.
Like I
Enjoy
said,
that. But in the meantime, thank you for
Okay,
joining
yes,
in, Mr.
Pappy.
Drake Wolf.
Let me at him.
Thank you.
Damn.
Anywho, that's all the time we have for now on this episode of the Phelio Effect. Thank you, CBW stars, Nick Mercer, Devon, the Icon, William Storm, special guest, C2K, Great Range Michaels from WCE, and those who have tuned in. That's all the time we have once again. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you next time on the Phelio Effect.
grab a button. Yeah. That's it.
You go in, you're gonna have upstairs. Empty the water purifier thing because Leo's coming tomorrow at 1.
Okay.